The target structures for this lecture are enough and to. So let's look at the example sentence for the first structure, enough. Here's the example sentence. I'm 18 years old now. I am old enough to drive. So what does old enough mean in this sentence? The words in bold indicate that the person is the necessary age to drive. It means the person is the age needed to drive. Now let's move on to the meaning of to. Here's the example sentence. John, you need to slow down. You are driving too fast. So what do the words too fast mean? The words in bold indicate that John is driving faster than is needed or necessary. He needs to slow down. So enough and to are related because they talk about a quantity of something. So in the first example sentence, the quantity was about age, how many years someone has lived. So if I say, I'm old enough to go out on my own, this means I have the necessary years in my life to go out alone. I'm 18, 19, 20. I'm old enough. To also talks about a quantity or an amount of something. So in the example sentence we saw, the person was driving too fast. The speed that he was driving was more than necessary or was needed. He should slow down. You see? So it's usually talking about quantity of something. Enough means it's good, it's sufficient. To usually means more than sufficient, more than enough. Let's look at the structure for these two words. The structure for enough is like this. We use an adjective or an adverb plus enough. Let's look at the first example. I think I am strong enough to lift this on my own. So that's an adjective plus enough. And the second example, the zebra ran quickly enough to escape from the lion. This is an adverb plus enough. There is a second structure that we can use for enough, and it is enough plus noun. So I can say, I have enough money to buy the car I like. So you can see enough plus the noun money. It means I have a sufficient amount of money to buy the car I like. Now the structure for to. To is usually used with an adjective. So to plus an adjective. The example is, this car is too old. Let's buy another one. So the car is older than is necessary. It's older than I like. So I don't want it. I want a newer car. So I hope the meaning and the structure is clear for you now. Let's move on to the things we need to note for enough and to. See you in the next lecture.